not to agree that I'm not a Todd McFarlane expert. This signature, this sexy face, also this book. This is like this hardcover now. It's like 100 plus. It's a great book. We'll go through this book too one day, aka Powders. So today we're talking about Todd McFarlane. Welcome back, guys. We're just rolling out a couple fun opinion videos while I prepare the schedule. I'm going to tease this. I don't care. The schedule is going to be my biggest announcement ever. So until then, Todd McFarlane, guys, we love him. The webbing, Spawn, toys, I guess. We love him. On this channel, I apologize if you love Todd McFarlane, and I'm the critical one. I'm the one that looks at the guy, the career, and things happen in this brain. I cannot keep these thoughts away. They come to me. They come to me out of the ether. So what are we talking about? So I remember this like documentary. I talked about it before. It's Todd McFarlane, not to hell and back. It's the devil in me, the devil inside, or something. This is back during like Spawn was like peaking, HBO, New Line Cinema, and the toys. And this documentary comes out, and you see him on speakerphone yelling at people. Not yelling, but just berating people. But it was really, at the time, like the second best comic book documentary ever. You had that Todd McFarlane documentary. I'll put it up too, but it'll be up as I'm talking. And then you had like Crumb. But it's a good documentary. You get like a glimpse of his life. You get to see the wife, a little bit how he works. And then all of these like very weird Todd-isms. I never bought into like any of them. And the more I thought about them as I become an adult and, done adult things and lived a adult life, the more when he talks, the more I cringe. The more he tells you how he does business, I cringe, and all of these things. The guy popped, and he did things with his money. Like, and that's really it. Hasn't really done anything in comics outside of Spawn. Like, anything that he's published, The Crow, Cygor, Kiss, Psycho Circus is his best publishing effort. A lot of these other McFarlane licensed properties, they did kind of well. But then, like, the age of the Spawn toy faded. It went away. The company gets bought out, and then become, like, action figures just in package. Like, they're just, like, in the package. Like, where at one time, the McFarlane toys were imaginative, creative, dynamic. They made you jealous. You loved them. Just innovation. And you're like, wow, this guy, So, this documentary, he talks about why he can't believe in Jesus and all of these things. And I think when I first saw this documentary when I was younger, it was almost like, man, like he is a rebel and he's standing his ground and he believes in things and look at what he does with his artwork and man, like this guy just does it all and he does it his way and that's the way I should be. And a generation took that mindset away. So recently he does this podcast with a theologian. And it looks like a complete buffoon. Absolute buffoon. Sounds like an idiot. And he also comes off as an individual that hasn't lived a life. It's like it's almost as if he's done nothing. I'll elaborate. Peter A. DeLuca, aka Pat here. made money, lost money, fell in love, fell out of love, broken up relationships, been dumped. The high and the low. I live in Philadelphia, PA. I'm around desperation every single day. I live a corporate lifestyle, if you will. I have a beautiful fiance, a fantastic cat, lost a father. Uh, my family shrank around me. Like right there, there's only a few of us left. Tried to have kids. Didn't work. Like right, like Peter A. DeLuca here has lived a life, and you live a life, and your ideas change, and your opinions change, and the version of you from 5 years ago, from 10 years ago, from 20 years ago, it's not the same version of you. You have changed. You've adopted, and you've grown. You've grown as an individual. Todd, in this podcast, hasn't. And I know he's got like what, one, two, maybe like three children. Like he's lived in the one documentary, like he's dropping the kid off at school. But it really, like, I'm not joking, AK Powders. Just listening to this documentary, listening to this podcast episode, and I included links of it down below. Yeah, I know the thumbnail. I might be running it as I'm talking. I haven't decided how I'm going to present it. It's absolutely pathetic. Listen to this. Judge for yourselves. Don't just listen to me. And what about you, my AKA Pad Army? Guys, I know. We're coming back. That's what she said. We're doing more and more. I love these opinion videos. A part of everything I'm doing right now is so I can give you guys quicker opinion videos while having a full comic book content rollout, and live stream more and do all of this. I do feel like there's some weird blind cult / allegiance around Todd McFarlane. I feel like a generation of people grew up believing that ridiculous 700 rejection letter lie that he's told. All his weird things with Stan Lee. You guys remember that? Like the final days of Stan Lee. Like, why is Todd McFarlane there posting on social media? Weird. Al Simmons, his best friend, who Al Simmons, the character Spawn, is based on, he excommunicated that dude. Like, where's he at? That guy tried to publish a book, couldn't even do it. Todd blocked it because it was supposed to say Al Simmons is Spawn. He used to they used to give out Spawn baseballs, and Google this, see if you can find them. And he used to sign Al Simmons as Spawn because the baseball had the Spawn logo on it. But Todd's not, it's not good with him anymore. Todd lies about the founding of Image, lies about the creation of Venom. Well, we're going to jump on the Venom stuff soon too, because he's tells this other dumb story, and we got pushed back against this a little bit. I don't think he's published anything of note outside of his Psycho Circus. Him having the 301 comic book record that he stole from Cerebus, from Dave Sim, erroneous. You guys know that to be true. We take a lot of his stuff. He's bankrupted his comic book companies, lost every lawsuit, got sued into oblivion out of his absolute ego. Everything with Angela could have been avoided. Everything with Tony Twist could have been avoided. Nobody wanted his trading cards. He thought he could leave comics and get a NHL trading card license. But he's where he's at because there's so many of you out there that believed these lies. And now it's like, what lies are you believing? And I'm not saying there's not like threads of truth in what he says. There is. But at the same time, this is also an individual that has now proven to have zero adult growth. And he wants to sit on this podcast and somehow think he can out hypothesize, out scenario a theologian. Just the pure ignorance that he's willing to do that. It's just beyond me, guys. This podcast episode has really made me a Todd McFarlane non-believer. And I'm not saying you have to like live a life and discover God and believe in God, but you should live a life and show everyone a little bit of growth.